Alright, welcome to round 2 of the Concord Cup for 2026. So this is going off the first. My round 1 did go off the 10th. So this first hole is quite interesting. It's 305 downhill with a very angled front to back green that is just very quick. Got a little bit unlucky that par putt lipped out. Played a really nice 3-wood. This hole, the second, is slightly longer and slightly less downhill. It's a little bit more straightforward. That flag wasn't too bad. Third's quite interesting. So that, I didn't mean to hit it on that line, but that I had to carry about a 250 carry there to carry the water. I hit a pitching wedge in, a little fade, and then a good 2-putt for a nice par. This hole's interesting, so it's a very left flag, quite a big green, so I missed it right and still stayed on the green. I meant to hit that first putt with about 2 foot of break and just blocked it so hard. Blocked it out to about 6 foot of break and then hit a really miraculous. Greens were so fast, like 12, 13 foot green speed, so that par save was just a miracle. This is interesting, so left it, played a sand wedge in here. Left it short, and then again just clutched up with a pretty lucky par putt. This 5-wood, I'm going to hit this green both days. I don't know if it's a hard shot for other people. I don't find that shot hard. It's pretty straightforward. A good par there. Yeah, so you can see the driver just starts to leave me a bit. Driver 3-wood. And then a little chippy sand wedge. This part is just clutch. Wow. One over to here. Again, another really bad driver. Followed by a really good 3-wood. It's okay. And then this part, it's definitely, it's not a bad putt for a 6. Go out to 2 over. Still fighting the driver a bit. That was a pretty weak hook. And then lost this one to right. It looked like I was going to go right of that bunker, but I must have just caught the bank and popped in. A really decent bunker shot there. I had the read there, but the putt kind of goes down and up and then didn't line up the 1-footer. The green's quite an interesting green. I think it's similar graininess Augusta's greens. And this is just so sad. Pretty rare for me to especially under a bit of pressure with the level of this event. And I mean, I didn't give up after that. I definitely dug in and tried my best, but this putt almost goes in. Quite good. I don't understand, these greens are just quite fast, and you know, they're not all such steep, difficult angles. So you'll get a few where you can, you know, have some fairly easy putts relative to the ones on the steep angles, and then you'll be back into the steep angle ones. And I mean, this approach shot, for example, looked like I hit it. It gave plenty of room for it to roll right. Rolled off the green, and then amazing, almost made the birdie. Would have been really good to make that birdie. It's quite a long hole. Should have played 11 wood there. I mean, it was the perfect number, but that flag was tucked behind that bunker. Hit a really decent chip. I thought it would come back down a bit more than that. Only sort of, you can see Lukey having a bit of fun there. And then this part is just clutch, just lucky. A lot of the boys are driving a screen. I personally, makes more sense to just lay up short of the bunker and then hit a sand wedge in. Played that hole quite well, yes, on the round 1 round as well. Yeah, so the reason why there's no round 1 footage is that I was ill on Friday night and was late for round 1 and forgot my MGI battery, so I ended up having to use a bull buggy, and it rained quite a bit for round 1. Only a little bit of rain in round 2. Yeah, there's no way for me to film round 1, unfortunately. I really wanted to film it. Yeah, this flag was intense. I butchered this hole. Like, I played this hole so well in the practice round and in round 1. I mean, that was a lot of people were complaining about how difficult that flag was. But I mean, I made it 10 times harder. Look at this thing, just rolls past. Yeah, look, triple bogey there is definitely not good. This hole is one of the hardest par 3s I think I've ever played. So I thought I hit that chip right at it. She rolled up the bank and then rolled off the front. Yeah, you wouldn't, I don't know, after that chip, you wouldn't think you're making a double, but yeah, look, I'd say those 2 holes with the 2 flags were the hardest holes on the course for round 2. Really nice 7-wood in there, 180, and just gave that putt way too much break. Just couldn't make a putt. Thought I drove that ball quite well. 7-iron in. A little bit of a overdraw. Would have been nice if that held the green, but yeah. Again, catching the edges.